Today with Trevor, we're doing part 2 because I got so long-winded on part 1 that nobody wanted to watch that long of a video, so here's part 2. Check it out. Okay, so I need a name for a syndrome where you lose everything you touch. Like, I could literally have a thing, this thing, which is used for changing the blade, which I probably should check before I plug this in to make sure it's tight. I can use this thing, and then 2 seconds later, it will be gone. I will not be able to find it, and that will be that. Oh man, am I gonna have to read the instructions on how to do this? You can't even get it. They've got a guard on it, so you can't even get to that unless you take the guard off. This guard that they've got in here is so intrusive that when you try to get the tool in, like this, you can't because it hits there. If you try to go from the back, you can get it over there, but the guard prevents you from getting on the nut. I don't think you should have to remove a guard to adjust the tension on the bolt that holds the saw. We'll see. See this? It's the laser. Check that out. That's supposedly where it's going to cut. I think we should test it. All right, so you see how it took that off there, but these points are still intact. So now I know. It cuts. The laser measures to the left side of the blade. Another positive. I spun the blade up and it didn't come off, which is good because it probably would have taken my arm off. So that was pretty dumb. All right, now I need to put a square edge on this thing. I don't need to do that first, but I'm gonna anyway. So I'm gonna put a square edge on that end of the board, and then what we're gonna end up doing is we'll have a 90 there because we jointed this end, joined that end, and then we'll make a 90 down there, and then we can cut to length. As you can see, the laser is just touching this edge, and that's okay. I want to save as much of my lumber as possible. I know, really fun, right? Right here. We got a little bit of splitting right here on this edge because I cut it too fast. I should have gone slower. But all along this edge, now we have a nice uniform cut. And more importantly, this is a nice 90 here. So now when we cut this way, we will be able to get a nice straight piece of lumber, which will help make our project even better, even though not really into being super precise. So now that we have a nice 90-degree edge, it'll make this project a little bit easier because all of the lumber that we cut now will be uniform and square. This right here is the unit that is going to go right over there in that corner. So I've put the tile down already on a movable platform, and we're going to end up pushing that into the corner when it's all done. Does that make sense? So the part that we're making is going to be the facing that goes along that edge and down that edge. It is 1 5/8 inches of the front. This stuff is aromatic cedar, and I haven't worked with it in a while. It's so easy to forget how amazing this stuff smells. It is phenomenal. So if you ever smelled a hope chest or anything like that, that is like a cedar-lined closet or chest, this is it's just phenomenal. It just smells so fresh and so clean. And I've got an issue. So because this is rough cut, when I measure this here at this end on this side of the board, it is it's 7/8 of an inch thick. Down here we're 1 16 inches. So the thickness of this board between one end and the other varies greatly. So I'm gonna have to like do my best and then shave off a little bit if it gets too thick. But I'd rather have it too thick than too thin because you can't cut things longer. Okay, I've decided to come back here to the joiner because I want to put a fresh face on one of these, and I don't have a planer, so I'm going to end up using a joiner. Now this might destroy my piece of work, but it might not. Also, I'm going to be pushing this through, and I don't want to lose my fingertips, so I've got an old paintbrush handle. That comes in real handy when you're pushing something through to help keep it down and not screw things up. So I'll show you a before and after. Hopefully I don't ruin this piece of wood, otherwise I'll feel bad. So. All right, so as you can see here, we got some of the rough look off, but not all of it. So we're gonna run it through again. And this time, instead of running it through this way, we're gonna flip it around and run it through the other way. All right, limitations to the tools that I have. I don't know if you can see this, but there is a dishing here from the blade being out of square. And so what I think it is the blade is so used that all the way along this thing, it's not cutting square. So I'm gonna try moving the location of the fence to see if I can get it to cut more square. Hey guys, thanks for watching part 2. Stick around, check out part 3, and we'll be done. I'll make some more stuff. Leave a comment, like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Thanks a lot.